There we go. Good morning. Good afternoon. My game sound isn't on though. Let's turn that up. Hello. How's everyone doing? Tuesday? I was worried that the servers would be down for some kind of a reset. Yeah, we have a new angle. We had some technical difficulties this morning, so my main monitor or my main webcam, this thing right here, we're running off of a laptop, and I think I've been streaming and gaming too hard, and I fried one of the USB ports. So we did some little last minute changing around to have the to have the laptop webcam. Only an hour of downtime today. Looking pretty swole there. Oh, thanks, Chug Life. Have a good workout this morning? I did. I had a great workout. We did full squat bench deadlift day. We had deadlifts, 3 count pause bench, and then tempo squats, like a 3-second negative. So we were getting after it. Is this cam higher quality? Let me. I have all my stuff back and forth here. Let's see. Is that better? One Mr. Cat, good morning. I just finished my breakfast cereal, so Poncho was coming to see what that's all about. Alright, so she just jumped down, but she was eating, whenever I finish my cereal, she goes for like the milk in the bottom of the bowl before I clean off the dishes. Somewhat better, but also less direct light into the cam. True, because like I have a window here, like I have a walkout basement, and so that's like the outside, so now we get natural light. But I might play around with it, less overexposed. Yeah, there's no sugar in it. No sugar in that. What I am gonna do though, open up here, put these away. We'll probably get a few more of these today. This was a little nice, did some chill fishing yesterday, so you can see how it's going. Archer 80 with the 2 months, thank you. Clyde, glad to catch the stream. Perfect background for work. Well, thanks for the super chat, man. We'll all get a good day's work in here. We're last week with 3 streams and not doing my old job, I was able to play so much more on Goldie. We got a lot of farming in both on and off stream, so we're making some good progress, and today's going to be no different. Yeah, I could move the whiteboard to bounce some light. I have this. I'll show you. There we go. It'll take a second to get kind of oriented to this new setup because I have 3 monitors and now chat is here and like settings are there, whereas I had it flipped before. But the plan is to get a full-on gaming computer, like a streaming computer, because right now we're on a laptop, which is not ideal, especially if we start doing some longer streams. This thing I think will start to crap out. Controller shift, left click, not moving them directly without dragging. It always tends to drop them straight into, like if I use let me try control. Yeah, control tries to inspect. If I shift, it just, for some reason, still drops it into... Oh, wait, did it work? No, shift clicking drops it in somewhere else. There we go. I'll just pop them in slow and steady here. You hope we get to see some diagrams and lessons on the whiteboard. Break out the lesson planning. I could do that. Any goal for today's stream, or doing some more hardcore grinding? Well, I do one goal for today. We for sure will do is fill out this this chest with fishing chests. But otherwise, because right now we're really just trying to flesh out all of the all these different items that we're trying to get. So we'll probably do a few. Can I move this to the first? I don't know if I can move this to the first slot. All right. I do have to put you on full cam because I'm opening up my mailbox here, so. Not bad. And then we do a post. And then we're gonna get playing. LC, how's it going? Are there any cats in the view? I think not. Shibby, thank you. Never thought I would catch a party snack stream. Who's Party Snacks? Is that, do I look like Party Snacks? Go ahead and sell off a couple frayed knots. Sort the bags. Should be good to go. You're a new subscriber? Well, thanks for watching, man. We're about to do some farming, so hope you're ready to lock in. I know I am. Well met. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop all this random stuff into the bank so that I don't have to worry about it at the moment. These I'm gonna vendor though. G Molly with the Twitch Prime, thank you. And Aranaya starting to hype train. Ask which one's better for me for watching Twitch or YouTube. They're both honestly, like for me, whichever you prefer. There will be times, however, though, that I'm only streaming on Twitch. So if you want to follow there, there'll be streams where I'm not live on YouTube as well. Like for if we're not doing the Goldbound type of stuff, like if we're just playing the game, we'll probably be on there. Ah, thanks, GM Molly. Yeah, you realized you had more money in the fund budget this month than you expected, so have a sub. Appreciate it. Wait, why do we have so many copper bolts in our bag? What the? Jeez. Gotta sell those. RTD with the 1-up, thank you. Get our coffee going. Unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, but not also unfortunately, not our first caffeine of the day. We had a big pre-workout this morning. But second caffeine dose of the day. What can I do? We'll lock it in. Fly over to Lakeshire, our current home. Number 31 with the tier 1. Thank you. LC with the super chat. You started your own Goldstuck character. You started in Dunmorrow. It's been an interesting ride so far. Also your first time back into WoW since Legion. Okay. Have you found anything in Dunmorrow that like isn't in Elwyn? Because like we have, like you wouldn't have any Defias mobs here to farm frayed knots, but I'm sure Dunmorrow might have a few other interesting things to use. Nero 37 with the Twitch Prime, thank you. Got it coming in hot this morning. Hello, handsome. Well, hello, thank you. But sorry, yeah, Ask My 42. So whichever you prefer watching on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, there isn't like a massive difference on my end. But like I said, non-Goldbound content, like series that I'm not posting on the main channel, if I'm just playing the game and you want to watch that, like if I'm doing like Mythic Plus or just leveling hardcore, there'll be some streams where I'm not live on YouTube, but I will be live on Twitch. Kaylin with a tier 1, thank you. Have I thought about streaming on Kick? I considered it when I was looking at... Let me just change my camera angle a bit. When I was looking at multi-streaming. But from what I can tell, like Kick is pretty good for like RuneScape and stuff, but there's not too much of a WoW basis there. And it's already kind of like a lot of moving parts with the two streaming platforms, so for the time being, I'm gonna just stay on the two. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, because I tuned over and there's definitely some guys on there for like RuneScape that are just like solely on Twitch, like Odablock, EVscape I think is on there, but World of Warcraft, I think like the highest like viewed one there was like 20 concurrents or something, so I don't think most people watch WoW on Kick. And I don't have a TikTok, so I haven't thought about streaming on TikTok, to be honest. Am I ever gonna stream League? It's possible. It's possible. GM, yeah, Kick has a wonky monetization if you're not willing to accept gambling stuff. I've heard it both ways. Like, I think Kick is like the way to go if you're gonna only stream on Kick and promote gambling, because like then you get like the highest potential. Oh my gosh, you guys! Lucas with the Twitch subscription, thank you. OXC with the tier 1 and Duck U with the resub. Back for another month, I see. Thank you. So we're really starting off, you know, what better way to start the day off than with a cup of coffee and some fishing in World of Warcraft? There really isn't a better way. Is this the face reveal? Hell yeah, brother, good luck. Hope you can finish Redridge soon. And as an honest League fan, don't stream League. Or do, I don't mind. Yeah, when we went, because we're doing full-time content now, so last week was the first week with the face cam on, so we had a informal face reveal. I didn't do anything super dramatic for it, but we are officially live. I don't know if you can see Stella here, but she's in. Dry Sam, well, thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. And Brass J with the resub. I guess, yeah, we're like a month into being Twitch affiliate, so we're on the resub train now. Yo, Ox with the 5 gifted on the community. Thank you, man. Oh, there we go. The first trunk, just for you, Ox. We're gonna not store this trunk. We're gonna go ahead and open this up right now. 81 copper. Well, thanks for the 5 gifted. So those are going out in chat. So if you got one of those, drop a W there. It's awesome. Worth it. Yeah. It's always hard when I'm doing these fishing chests just to not open them immediately. Mm-hmm. W, lots of baldness. You got one? Billy, thanks for the good luck wishes. We're making good progress, I think. I don't think, like, with how much we can play now, like, we shouldn't be in Redridge much longer, which I'm really excited for. Ducky, what's the plan for today fishing? We are going to do a fair amount of fishing today. We're going to get at least 98 fishing crates. We already have some in the bank, so we'll do like a full 98 opening today. And then we'll also probably just do some generic farming for a couple more transmog pieces. Yeah. When I get enough, will I switch zones immediately on stream? Well, I don't know if I'll ever do a mailbox opening on stream, but I will be doing like the when I roll the new zone, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that on stream. Hey, Wild Ass back on YouTube with the 50 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Oh my gosh, 50. Wild Ask is a madman. Every time he comes in chat, just dropping gifted. It's crazy. Just crazy, man. Thank you. Well, we got to open up a chest for that one, right? All right, Wild Ask. Let's see what this tightly sealed trunk has to offer. Couple woolen cloth. I'm never gonna get enough chests to fill up the bank at this rate. LC Wild, exactly. But seriously, Wild Ass, thank you. That's crazy. What was my thought when the wheel landed on Redridge, and where was I hoping to go next? Let me think. I was hoping for Westfall is what I wanted, and that still like would be my number one. I just want to like sit in dead mines for probably 30 hours straight. That's kind of my ideal life right now. But I was excited. I hadn't ever really done that much gold farming in Redridge, so I didn't know what I was gonna find. Yeah, but I mean, every zone has some cool things about it. So, and we're gonna get every zone eventually. What the heck is this? That's weird. So we're gonna get every zone eventually. So it's just good to get them through, right? Yeah. Hadrian, you got a gifted sub there from Wild Ask over on YouTube. Do I lift weights IRL? I sure do. I sure do. We had a good workout this morning. I'm back on a bit more of a powerlifting series. Powerlifting programming, so we'll probably be doing like a max out in a couple months here. The next powerlifting meet I'll be going to, though, I won't be competing. So like next, what day is it today? It's the 9th. Next month I'm going to Western Canadians. I'm like handling one of my friends there. He's competing, so I'll be going out there for a week and being hanging around there. So if you're in Nanaimo at Canadian Westerns, then come say hi. I'll be around. I'll probably be the one handling the champion, so we'll see. When's the first gym stream going to be? Soon. I ordered a standing like computer desk for I have a garage gym. So with the standing computer desk, I can have it in the gym. So maybe next week we could be doing a gym stream. X Damien 2 with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. When you make your spinner, make it non-uniform and have a 90% chance for Westfall. You know what? That actually is... You just gave me an idea, Peter. What if we kind of combined the community vote and the spinner, where before we spin, we do like a big poll, which asks out of all of the zones that are available, which ones do you want to see? And whatever percentages people vote, that's how much we weight the wheel. That could be a cool way to combine both the randomization and the community vote. That could be a cool method. What do you guys think? Because I like the randomize, but that way it helps you, like, you guys can have a say in what is happening, change the odds. That'd be a cool idea. I'll ponder it. I'll ponder it. Andrew, will Goldie be getting a house at midnight? Additionally, house tour IRL and in-game stream when? Oh, well, thank you for the super chat, $5. And I think Goldie will be getting a house in midnight because I think the housing is technically in Elwyn, right? Like, the neighborhoods are like an Elwyn zone. So I think we'll be entitled to unlock it. The only thing that might change that and make me hide it behind a bigger unlock would be if there was like really, really good gold farms in the house, which I'm not sure there is, but yeah. Good idea, Chug Life. Thank you. An IRL house tour. I have some plans, not in the near future, but we'll be doing some kind of like multiple day streams type stuff. And in those cases, we'll be kind of probably doing things around the house, like cooking, gym, all that kind of stuff. But so it might not be like a formal tour video, but there'll definitely be other aspects of the house. The first thing you'll probably see first will be the garage, because I have a garage gym. It's Ernie, what does your typical day look like? I don't know if that's weird to ask. You seem so organized. Not weird to ask at all. My typical day nowadays, on a weekday, I wake up like around 7. I get up and I drink some water, take my multivitamins, and I take my dog Stella for like a 20-30 minute walk. Come home, I sip my pre-workout, and I usually read like 10 to 20 minutes of like a book, depending on what kind of things I'm learning. And then I go straight to the gym and I work out. Workout's usually like 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on what point in training I am. And then on a day like today, I'll make breakfast and start up stream. If I'm not streaming, then I just start editing. So like, that's the current morning routine. And then once stream's over, around 2 or 5 p.m., depending on what we're doing on stream or how long we're editing, I'll usually go for like a 45-minute walk with my wife when she's home from work. Then we usually make dinner and watch a TV show. And then the evening's kind of chill, like whatever we want to do. Sometimes we'll go out, get a beer. But yeah, it's pretty min-max. Pretty min-max. And then weekends are a little different. I usually sleep in a little bit. Usually go for like a longer bout of like a hike or like a longer bike ride or something. So, am I doing any cardio? Five up, bro. I haven't in last month because I was prepping for, and I did this summer like a team ultra marathon. So I was doing a lot of running and mountain hiking. But ever since I finished that, I haven't really been doing it. I'll do like one hike a week. I live in the mountains, so yeah, like this past weekend, my wife and I did, it was like, I don't know what it is in feet and miles, but like a 20K hike. I was dead. I'm not built for that. Back at it again. That's right. Here we go. You guys started off the stream with a hype train, so over on Twitch we're dropping that emote. There's a cat too. That's fitting. As Poncho hops up here. Let's go. Like 12.5 miles. That's a solid hike. Yeah. It was I think net elevation gain was like 1,800 meters too. It's frickin'. I was cramping up. Hardly made it out. I came home and ate like a bunch of food and then had a few beers. Sounds really nice. Yeah, I like the setup. It's good. Can't wait for the new video in the new zone. I'm really excited to get a new zone. Lots of hot dogs. I actually didn't have any hot dogs this weekend. I had a donair though. That was good. What was that? Oh, I should turn on my loot appraiser. Skylar, no worries. Glad you've been enjoying watching. Here we go. See if this guy drops anything good, though. Sorry for off topic, but I figured I'd ask the pro. I need to start lifting consistently and getting back in shape from a broken foot. Do you have any tips? No worries. I love answering gym questions. So you need to get back in shape. So that means you probably had like a good routine before. You definitely want to ease into it a little bit. And with the foot injury too, like I had a stress fracture in one of my feet from walking around campus like 6 years ago and squatting too much. And I just made sure to like really ease back into it. Like if I was normally doing like 4 sets on everything a week, week 1 back in the gym, I'd do like 1 and then 2, 3, 4, like over like 4 weeks. But if you're looking for like a program to run, it would really depend on what your goals are. Because I'm more so on the powerlifting train. But that's my opinion. That's what it was, stress fracture from work. Yeah, so you definitely want to be careful not to re-injure it. Yeah, for sure. Ever gonna get my big strong friends on my gym stream? Chug Life? Yeah, I will. Yeah, Chug Life is my friend IRL. He's the guy I'm handling at Westerns, so I'm sure he'll be on a gym stream. Andrew, you could do some powerlifting. You wanted to box, but my school gym doesn't have one. Yeah. Duck you cat. Can you see Poncho? Yeah. She's hanging out. Oop. Oh, she kind of bit me actually. That's pretty not chill at all. That's really not chill, Poncho. I'm gonna adjust some of these things here. What breed is the cat? That's a really good question. I don't know. She's she was a stray, I think, or like a mix. But she was my wife's before we started dating, so I don't know exactly. She's definitely like a Heinz 57 type of deal. This guy came in to take my try to take my crates. That's not that chill. Do I have any plans for Legion Remix? I honestly don't know much about it. I've been so immersed in Goldbound that I haven't really been keeping up to date on some of the news. Jaeger, Milk Nation, let's go. 100%. 100%. You like the new camera angle? It was a last second adjustment because my laptop USB plug-in area that my current webcam plugs into stopped working this morning at like 15 minutes before stream. So I just turned on my laptop webcam. Billy Quizboy wishing Chug Life good luck on the meet. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good powerlifting meet. Exactly, Andrew. One thing I will say, I probably will start doing some evening, like, either hardcore or mop streams. Just doing some chill leveling to mix things up. But maybe some Mythic Plus, too. I don't know. Now that we have more time to just play video games. Yeah. My only concern about me streaming hardcore is I look at the itch to go again. That is fair. It's a dangerous one. It's a dangerous one. What other games do I play other than WoW? Right now, I pretty much only play WoW. More recently, I was playing a lot of old school RuneScape. And before that, like League of Legends. But I'm a pretty much like a very World of Warcraft player, where like anytime I play WoW or like MMOs. Yeah. Isaac, do you have to finish the whole of Eastern Kingdoms before you unlock a new continent? And if so, will you? No. So the way we're gonna roll with it is boats are fair game. Stormwind doesn't actually have any boats to the other continents. They only go to Borealis, Dragon Isles, and like other continents. But if we get Stranglethorn with Booty Bay, then this will open up a potential roll to go over to Booty Bay. So it's possible. It'll really depend on the rolls. Air Dolmo, thanks for the 2 months at tier 1. Do I not count the portal and boat? The portal / old boat to Tedrasil? I didn't see it. I think because of the phase of time walking we're in, I don't have it. But at the moment, I'm not counting portals just because there's like so many portals. The only portals we'll count are ones we only have to walk through, if that makes sense. Like if you have to click a portal, at this point in time, we're leaving it out just for simplicity. Otherwise, it'd be like a labyrinth of confusion of like where we could go. But things that we can walk through, like instance portals or the dark portal, those will be open, I think. That's the easiest way. Matt, when I looked, I don't think there was, with my current phasing, a boat from Stormwind to Kalimdor anymore. Yeah. I think now it's just a portal. Am I feeling burnt out at all on this series? It's a big grind. Not really at all, actually. I'm really excited to unlock a new zone. That's, I don't know. I'm just super stoked on it, to be honest. I am getting the itch to play like some leveling characters, which is what I was talking about, but not really getting burnt out on the challenge. LC, you wanted to ask, you bound G to interact, but it doesn't do anything by itself. Was there another option that I had to toggle on? Let me see real quick. You do have to hit like enable interact key, this setting here. But other than that, that's the only thing I turned on, I think. Peter, you gotta go. Your class has started. Good man. Good man. Have a good class. No worries, LC. Yeah, check it out. I use the interact key intermittently. For things like fishing, it's so min-max. So the interact key basically lets you press a keybind and interact with a target in front of you. And if you're in front of a fishing pool and your pole is in it, I don't have to click on the pool once it bobs. I press G and it loots it. So like, I just sit here, watch this. Just wait. Just wait for it. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. That's not a gamer keyboard. I have this one. One sec. I'll show you why I swapped off. It's just so loud. Like, when I'm recording or live streaming, I don't want you just hearing like this all day. So I use my like the silent keyboard. But yeah, this is like my gaming keyboard. It's mechanical. I plug it in when I'm by myself, not online. Billy, the only mechanical keyboard you ever got broke in 1 month? I got this one on Amazon for like $30 and it's lasted 2 years. And I actually love the keyboard clicks. That's crazy. I mean, who knows? Maybe some of them will break instantly, but... Andrew, okay, but mechanical keyboards are literally ASMR. I think it's quite polarizing. Like, some people love it. I like the sound. And, like, some people hate it. But I like the sound. I love the feel. So yeah, just for like, especially on when I'm doing like the recording and stuff, if I'm playing for like the series, I don't want to have the key strikes in the background. Yeah. Isaiah, greetings, traveler. What's my new keyboard brand? I just got a Logitech one that's like wireless. Because it looked kind of easy to, like, portable and whatnot. So far it's been okay. I also got it because apparently this one, like, you can use like these tabs to like switch between different devices. So I thought I could be... To be honest, the reason I did it is because I thought maybe I could like have a keyboard and mouse that could swap to an iPad that would have old school RuneScape on it when I'm doing other things. So I can always min-max old school RuneScape. But I haven't got that set up yet. Yeah. Jaeger, yeah, the silent keys on the mechanical keyboards are actually pretty sweet. We're getting a lot of floating debris today, guys. It's awesome. Oh. Settle down here. There we go. You have such a strong aversion to wireless. The delay or how come, Setver? I kind of like wireless because every time a keyboard or mouse is broken on me, it's always the cord, not the mechanical things. So at least if it can also go wireless, it's not the end of the world if like the keyboard or the cord frays. Plus, most keyboards that are wireless can go wired or wireless, and then you can just replace the cord, right? That's why I like it. But to be fair, if you're doing a bit more intense stuff than fishing, the latency might be an issue. How are you handling expansions? Is Hellfire available after Blasted Lands, Cataclysm Zones, and Azeroth? We're still kind of working out the exact details on how we're going to do the expansions. We're probably going to have an expansion unlock once we have 10 WoW tokens, is probably what we'll do. And I don't know yet if we're going to randomize it or if we're going to just go chronological. Fishing is intense, some of the most intense gaming out there. That's right. Oh yeah, I actually might... That's a good point, Thomas. There we go. That's better. The camera was covering more space because we What's this? Excellent. I'm still super happy with our current set. We have the full bandit set, we have the machete, and we have the pale skinner. Janol, hello. Boots, oh, I can't wait until we have a full Defias set. It's actually going to be so sweet. Said for you don't think you've had a wire ever go bad on you, anything PC related in 40 years? Maybe you're just lucky, but batteries have died at bad times. True. I think I have a higher ratio of wire problems because I do so many like LANs and I go to different locations a lot with my setup. So it's constantly traveling and then wires are getting like put into bags and stuff. Do you think there will ever be a point where you have access to all the best farms and new zone unlocks will be inconsequential? We'll probably get to like unlock certain zones that have like very strong farms, but each new zone that we unlock, at least like the first episode, we're pretty much only going to be playing in the new zone. So we'll still be exploring it that way, but I do think it'll be a while before we have like the crazy high gold, like consistent gold per hour farms. Like even current content stuff would probably be like current content like urban ore would be the best. Morning Ragin. How's it going? I'm seeing right now that all of my auctions are expiring. Yikes. Good morning, Luca. Andrew, will there ever be a point where we're earning so much gold that we're getting through a zone every episode or two? Probably. Yeah, I think if we're getting to the point of it's like every episode, in periods where we're getting like that much gold per hour, we might like be doing more frequent episodes too. But we'll see. I mean, those things, we'll just have to kind of play those by ear. But for now, we're, that's not the problem that we have. We've been in Redridge for like weeks. Yeah. But how much gold do we need for the new zone? Well, the WoW token at the moment is 282,000. We have 134. So we need just under 150k. Like 148,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be playing it by ear as far as the pacing goes. It will be cool just to get more and more unlocked either way. Whether or not we're going fast. Because like worst case scenario, it's like an episode per zone, right? So. There we go. But yeah, Redridge is chill. Like Elwyn's chill. The next ones though, it'll seem like we're making a lot more gold, but it's just because we're like I imagine the next zone, like as we're full-time content now, it'll be fewer episodes just because we're going to be playing so much more in between episodes. If that makes sense. DL Few, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Texas TCG trading. Love of the series. Using the crazy cat lady as we speak. Getting some of Donna Anthea's pets. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Loving the content. Keep it up. Thanks, man. We'll keep it up. Jufist with the 1 month of tier 1. Greetings, traveler. Chug Life's gonna have to leave soon. Gotta go to work. It's unfortunate. Are you going into the office today? Yo, Jufest with the 5 community gifted. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. If you're over on Twitch, you got a gift from Jewfest. Hit the W. Supporting series. I got you back into World of Warcraft, man. Ah, well, I appreciate the support. Hopefully, you're having a good time back in World of Warcraft. That's awesome. That's awesome. What version are you playing? Are you on retail, doing some classic, or what? All options are good options. I want to play a bit more MoP classic. I want to play more hardcore. I just love playing World of Warcraft. Jabba, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Switched over to Twitch, Texas. Yeah, we're on both. We're on both. When's the next video dropping? It'll be this coming Saturday. We'll have a Goldbound video out. See that? Jump over the pond too. Not just a gold farmer. Yeah. Good evening from the UK. Good evening. Alright, we're already like an hour into stream, so everyone, if you got water next to you, make sure you're staying hydrated out there. There we go. Playing retail right now. You played hardcore, took a long break because of burnout. Just got sick of the min-max. Fair enough. Retail is a good one to be able to like jump in and out of and play a lot more casually. I find hardcore and classic, once it gets the teeth into you, it's just like you want to play all day. So I get that for sure. Fairly certain Auction House isn't faction anymore. I think it is cross-faction. Like, you could buy Horde auctions on Alliance and vice versa. It's more so related to the realms now, I think. Yeah. Howdy, loving the new angle? Aw, that's good to hear. It was a happy little accident because my webcam plugin died, and so we're just using the laptop cam. Pay Dirk with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. We're doing pretty good on the chests. So we got 48 total right now. If you're just tuning in, the initial thing we're doing today is like a 98 or 100 chest opening. And then we'll probably get on some other farms too. I'm really hoping we get some like recipes from this. Carl Slime, episode 1 of Goldbound was recommended to you the first day it was uploaded. And it's been a blast watching it ever since. Oh, that's cool. You've been with the journey the whole way. That's fun. Yeah, it's basically the connected realms, could be a battle group related. So, my understanding of the auction house, which I might be wrong, is the battle groups, which are like groups of realms, share auction houses and guilds. Like, you could be on the same guild as someone in your battle group. It doesn't have to be just your realm. And they share the auction house for kind of like more non-trade good items. So like transmog will be like limited to battle groups. However, trade good items like copper ore or anything used for crafting, I think it's region-wide. So anyone on any realm could buy out the copper that I'm selling type of deal, but only people on my battle group could see my transmog. I think that's how it works, but I haven't actually looked into it, to be honest. Bale Core, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Guild doesn't matter anymore? It can be any realm for guilds? Okay, so they changed that too. Interesting. And yeah, trade goods are region. It's also like a lot looser because when they added in the Warband Bank, you can basically trade any item between any realm, which did open up a lot of like cross-realm arbitrage opportunities where if you buy like mounts or pets on one realm, you can put it into your Warband Bank, log into another character on another realm, take it out of your Warband Bank and sell it on that other realm, and just like arbitrage the market. So a lot of people are doing that and making a lot of gold. It's really good for like battle pets or like transmog or current content BOE epics. I used to do that on before Warband was a thing with battle pets, because once you learned them to your collection, you could cage them on a different realm. So I used to do that for battle pets, but I haven't really been doing that hustle lately. I've just been kind of doing Goldbound. Good morning. Silver cards do that with Mog. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Apparently it's quite lucrative. So. Sometimes I know that when I post an item that's like really cheap, like lowest on the region, there's probably people doing that, like sniping my auctions, but when I have 5 scimitars of Attune, I'll sell a couple off for like 2-3k. Just to get some gold. Zero, which is better for me as a streamer, Twitch or YouTube? You're happy to watch on either? Honestly, it's pretty even for me. Like, I'll be on both platforms. The only thing is some streams will only be on Twitch. So if you follow on Twitch, you might see some streams that you might not otherwise see. So up to you. But if you prefer one, like if you have like Amazon Prime would help you get no ads on Twitch. Or if you have like Twitch Turbo or YouTube Premium, then just watch whatever one you have that you can like avoid the ads on, right? I try to set my ads to like the lowest possible, but it's kind of confusing sometimes too. Andrew, you gotta head off now. Good luck on the Goldie locking today. Well, thanks for popping in. Have a good rest of your day there. Screw it, watching both now. Respect, appreciate it. Do I expect to get enough gold to get the token from this stream? From this stream alone? Maybe not, but like, for example, like we have a whole bunch of mail from the auction house in the mailbox, which we haven't opened, right? Because I only open the auction house on the YouTube videos, so it's like 12 days maybe of auctions. So, gotta wait till the next video to see how much we got. If we have enough to make a token, if we are close, how far. But we've been playing a lot more, so yeah. Firebeard, good to catch you too. Any more uploads from the Hemet Nesingmary challenge? It's in the works. I'm actually moving it to the main channel, so stay tuned there. The first episode of the main channel will be like episodes basically 1 and 2 combined. So it'll be a longer video with like more new content from the first one that was on the second channel, but it's a highly edited enough series that I think it deserves to be on the main. Yeah. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in the bags. Not bad at all. Lizbergs, you're disappointed that I've changed to streams rather than edited videos? So I still have the same frequency of the edited videos. The streams are just a good way to hang out on some of the farms, so definitely stay tuned for the videos, because it's the same style of content, just the longer like farm sessions in between. I stream there. Let's see. We haven't had floating wreckage in a little bit. Oh, there we go. I figured there'd be some soon. There we go. Have I won WoW yet? Jeez, we got 2 rums from that one. Did I do a lot of gold farming prior to this challenge? Yeah, I did a fair amount, for sure. I've been doing gold farming for a long time. Useless send. One thing you can do to get a little more info on the price data is both using the Trade Skill Master add-on. But if you go into the Trade Skill Master website and look at the item, it should be able to tell you what the actual recent sales have been. And you can help use that to judge what it might actually sell for. For what is it good for, that rum? I think it's used for maybe a quest, but it's just a basic alcoholic beverage in game. I don't think there's too much use. If I know I've earned enough gold, will I spin for the new location on stream, or will I wait for a YouTube video? As well done for your rescue. Also well done for rescuing your dog. It's so rewarding. Well, thanks. Yeah, where is Stella at? I think if we had that situation where I knew I had enough gold in the mailbox to unlock a zone, it would depend on how close to the video release we would be, because I do want to have the auction house openings be in videos. So I would probably hold off and then post the video, but then do like I do want to stream the spin. So like probably like a day or two after the video, I would do the actual spin live. But I'd have to think about it in that situation. Yeah, the Undermine Exchange is also a good like website to use for trying to value certain items, for sure. Oh, I guess, yeah, we have both watertight trunks and tightly sealed trunks, so we're actually at like 64. Yeah, that's good. I'm excited to do the opening, for sure. What expansion's my favorite? I don't really have a favorite. Like there's certain periods I've really enjoyed playing, but it's more so related to like when all my friends are also playing versus like an expansion in particular. But I had a really fun time in Legion. Was a fun one. Cataclysm. I have fun in every expansion though. If I'm not loving the main content, like if I'm not loving like raiding or Mythic Plus or PvP, I just gold farm, and it's fun. So I find a way to have fun either way. I really enjoyed the Hardcore Realm release too, like Classic Hardcore. Not that that's an expansion, but that was like a period of time when I was like, oh, I was deep in the game. Had its grips on me, that's for sure. I'm probably gonna make a new hardcore character, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Do I think pickpocketing will prove useful in future zones? I do expect it to. I think it'll be like a really under-the-radar gold farm that'll be really helpful. Let's do this here. Sweetie Heaven, hello. How's it going? What do you guys think? Are you guys do you guys play hardcore? Have you played hardcore? Will you play hardcore? I've been wanting to play again lately. Might be a fun, like, weekend evening type of thing. My main is I'm a paladin main. Hardcore super fun in the group to you? Yeah. There we go. Oh, you played hardcore when you needed the add-on? Like the hardcore add-on, like when it was just like unofficial game mode? Yeah, like DC deaths are tough pills to swallow in hardcore. Set for you did a duo challenge with a friend, same class race combo. If one died, we both died. Yeah, that was fun. You must have like always played at the same time, right? Like not like if someone was on by themselves and they died, you'd have to delete your character. Master Cilantro Forker with the 2 months. Thank you. Hope you're having a good week. Can't wait for the next episode. You and your son have been watching since the first episode came out when he was almost a month old. Now he's 4 months old and loves watching the streams. Oh, that's awesome. That's super cool to hear. Well, I appreciate you tuning into the videos and the streams. Do I cook the fish before selling them? No, I sell them raw. They're worth less cooked. The sage fish. Actually, no, that's not even right. You can't even like these. Like you could cook them into a recipe, but I don't know. Let me think here. I don't think I even have a recipe that uses these ones, so I can't cook them. Let me see if I can go to a cooking trainer if they have it. Because maybe, let me think. There should be a cooking trainer in here, right? Butcher, yeah. Cooking supplies. Smoked sagefish. Sagefish delight. Well, now you got me. Okay, I'm gonna cook a few of these up real quick and see how much that sells for. Oh, I don't have any of this. I'm on Cataclysm cooking. There we go. I just want to see how much it sells for. That's okay, Shallow. That's a good question. I just want to see for myself now. Oh, I can't use those yet, so I'll probably have to look into that later. Because I don't have enough to really level up that high. Violet Golden with the Twitch Prime, thank you. Yeah, I guess I could search it, right? Smoked. Yeah, the smoked sagefish sells for like 3 silver instead of a gold. So it's not going to be worth it. And the sagefish delight. Yeah, sells for 10 silver. Oh, and it needs greater sagefish. So yeah, it's not worth it to craft them because you lose like a lot of gold. We can sell the recipes. The recipes are like 20 gold on the auction house, it looks like. Jump a lot with a super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, I've been using like around here too. They got this one here, the black whelp tunic. I've sold one for 1,600. That was in a video, but the price is down now to like 170. But we're still listing those for prices. A lot of these like recipes from tradespeople can be worth a fair amount. So it's definitely worth trying it out.
Safe travels.
I see some floating debris over here, so we'll go get it. Get a bit of a more distance on that. Airdomo, if memory serves, the sagefish recipes are good for leveling up cooking, even if it's a bit of a loss. Yeah, which honestly might be why sagefish sells for a gold each, because people might... Like, sagefish might be in a guide for, like, leveling 1 to 300 classic cooking. Which might be why they sell. Because they're not, like, worth a lot, but a gold each is pretty good. For, like, a low-level fish. But to be fair, we're really farming these for the trunks. So in the trunks, we'll open these all up on stream today, but... The trunks have trade skill goods, like leather. They have transmog potential, and they have what we really want is different recipes and patterns for professions. Aerodomo, did that vendor have a mining sack? It did. It's like a mineral sack. Yeah, for mining, but it's not that big of a deal anymore, unfortunately, because they stack up to 1,000. So we never have like 8 stacks of it. Yeah. I know, I was checking that out before, but it's unfortunately not too helpful for us right now. Ekdal with the Twitch Prime, thank you. Setford, it amazes you what people buy off the auction house. You sold a 36 copper vendor item for 10k yesterday. It's crazy. It is crazy what people buy. Have I checked the loot tables for both types of trunks? I have. The tightly sealed trunks, the ones you get from the Sagefish schools, do actually have more transmog on them, but they're easier to get. And then the watertight trunks... Oh, sorry, I got it flipped. The watertight trunks come from the Sagefish schools, and they actually have like more on the tables. And then the tightly sealed trunks come from the wreckage, and are easier to get, and have fewer options on the loot tables, but they're still both really good to get. Yume, first time catching me live. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're hanging out, having a good day. Time flies when you're fishing. That's what I always say. So yeah, I got lots of raiders, leg guards. Okay. So 54 plus 16. 70? We're at 70, okay. That's pretty good. We're cruising along. I look like a guy that only lifts weights and farms in WoW. The ideal man. Not too far off. That's kind of the... That's literally like the day in life. Searing Gorge apparently has a 30-slot reagent bag from a vendor. According to Wowhead, 20-slot in Stormwind Docks. Yeah. We'll see. We'll have to watch out for Searing Gorge. But yeah, some of them might be time walking only. It gets a bit... the loot tables and like the vendors do get a bit confusing with the different phases. Different phases. Can I type /played? I suppose I could, you know, a little bit of a /played there. We got 10 days, 22 hours. 10 days, 22 hours on Goldilocked. Have I thought about how I'm going to handle pickpocketing heavy junk box once I've unlocked Burning Steps in Blackrock Mountain? They're used for Ravenhold reputation and can only be sold private. I didn't know about that. So they can only be sold like by trading to another player, not on the auction house? some pretty lucrative items can be found inside, such as T-Boos. Yeah, so if they can only be traded by like actually opening up a trade panel and trading to someone, I don't think I'd sell them that way, just because like kind of goes against the rules of the challenge. But if I can open them myself and they have chance at loot, 100% we open those up. I want T-Boos. Yeah, so if it's mailbox and trading only, I'll probably just like not mess with it and just open them myself. I love opening up crates and stuff, loot boxes and stuff like that. All right, we might, let's see here. Boom. Yeah, then I wonder too, because if we can get a rep up, are there vendors in the zone that have things gated behind a reputation? If so, we'll definitely farm that. Yeah. I guess, like, we should just equip a reagent bag, right? Like, it doesn't hurt to have one. Would I ever think of doing this challenge, but in Classic? I probably will one day. Not any day soon, though. I'll probably do, like, challenges in Classic that aren't Goldbound, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'll never say no. That's actually a good idea. If one player comes out, I wish you could frame the WoW tokens on the wall. That would be cool. Now we'll probably, once we hit the cap, I think 10 is the cap, we'll probably do like a big giveaway type of deal. And currently my thoughts are we might, once we hit 10, open up the, a potential, like, portal or like expansion. We'll see though. But when we get rid of them, we'll probably just do a big giveaway. WoW Classic level 1 to 60 in 24 hours? Isn't the world record like 2 days? Well, solo self-found world record might be 2 days. Yeah, our world. WoW tokens are primarily just for, like, if I use it, I can add either, like, battle net balance to my account or game time. So other players can use real money to basically buy gold in the game. Because if I buy a WoW token, I'm giving them my gold type of deal. Any chance you'll be done with Redridge by next video? I'd say we're in for a chance. We'll see what we can sell in the meantime, but we've played a lot this past couple, like this week and last week, so I think we're in for a chance. That's why we're grinding. I might take out a few of these Murlocs too. Just to see. Just to see if there's anything worth grabbing. Or anything lucky that drops. Oh, I thought it was looted. Come on, come on. Sometimes you get really lucky on the first couple of kills because of the open world bugs. So we'll take out a few. Couple nice little items. No scimitars or riverside staves, but not bad. Just wanted to say hi. Your stream's like the best background for drawing. Oh, that's cool. Glad you're tuning in. Have I had any acknowledgement from Blizzard? Like, has anyone from Blizzard reached out to me? Not necessarily. I think the only potential acknowledgement is that they patched the mounted mining. Who knows what that's caused by, but it was in the game for a while, and then we started talking about it, and they patched it, so maybe you could call that an acknowledgement, I don't know. But it's patched now, so it is what it is. the current time slot is wonderful for European viewers. Yeah, that's true. Because right now it's like prime time evening over there in Europe, right? Whereas it's like morning for me. I'll probably do like some other like time slot streams, but for now, like the set time slot is it's pretty good for me. Lord Brooko, relaxing fishing always makes you happy. Nice. It's midnight for SEA, by the way, just saying. Yeah. It's crazy, like there's literally people from every single time zone. 1:30 a.m. in Western Australia. Yeah, like that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Put those down there. $1:30 in Ontario. It sounds right. Japu, greetings, traveler. We're going for like 100 crates. We already have some in the bank though, so we have a total of 55 plus 18. That's like 73, right? So we're getting pretty close. Getting pretty close. Sega, this is obviously going to take a long time, but do I plan on doing all the continents and expansions for Goldbound? Ultimately, yeah. Like, that would be the ultimate goal, is just slowly working our way through. Oh, I'm stiff. A couple big workouts the last couple days. What country would I want to visit in the next 5 years? Lots. My wife and I just booked tickets to Scotland. So that's where we're going next. I'm really excited for Scotland. And then after that, I don't know where we're going to go. Yeah. Woohoo, Scotland, 100%. We've been talking about it for a long time. And we're like, you know what? Let's do it. Bring the raincoat? Yeah. I will. When the time comes, we'll be farming Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Where is it? The time has already came and went. 2013, we got Thunder Fury. But if we get, if we're in Molten Core on Goldie, we'll also be farming it on Goldie, for sure. It'll be hard to get, though, because we'll have to get the actual, like, crafting profession ourselves. So. Yep. So we have it on Path. We have it on Pathalerix, but not on Goldie. Someone did say it, yeah. I love the Thunder Fury memes. Okay, but I can't visit a country until it's connected and I've bought a token, right? Yeah, but I mean, to a degree, like, if you look at a map, there's no countries, depending on how you go, but like between Scotland and Canada. I guess I should take a boat. I think like a if I did a airplane, it's more like a portal, so it shouldn't be open, right? Yeah. Well, you could just go around it, right? Like you wouldn't have to go. Like it's not landlocked. Is what I'm saying. Like you could sail straight to Scotland from Canada. What part of Canada am I from? I'm from Alberta. Which, speaking of landlocked. 5-day boat voyage streaming? Wouldn't it be more than 5 days? I need to get Starlink or something. Yeah, we have to build the boat ourselves and then sail to Scotland. Probably like 7 days? Okay. We need to bring back voyages. Honestly, I'm here for it. I love watching like the YouTube series of people like walking across continents or like biking. Watch the one guy who unicycled across the continent. That's pretty cool. Chavoy, if I travel to Scotland, make sure I visit the Scottish borders. Lots of old abbeys. Don't just stay in Edinburgh or Glasgow, please, for the love of God. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll fly into Edinburgh, and then, well, I'm gonna rent a car and go and stay for like 8 days and travel around. So I'll be able to see a lot of stuff. Won't just be stuck to the major city. But what I will say is I'm gonna have a couple pints in Edinburgh. That's for sure. That's for sure. Music is popping off here too. It's good music. Meet up in Edinburgh? We could do that. Edinburgh. Zach, when are we opening the mailbox? It'll be in the next YouTube video, which will be coming out this weekend. I do want to play hardcore too, man. I do want to play hardcore too. I'll probably be playing hardcore a little more casually. But we also will be doing, stay tuned, a little mini series, on hardcore. That'll be a YouTube exclusive, I think. I got a cool... I'm actually very excited for it. I'm working on this idea. It'll be a standalone, but it'll be like a mini challenge. It's in the works right now. I'm excited to, once it's done, to post it. An early leak? Yeah. Mini challenge. Every 10 gold made, do 1 push-up. I think I do a lot of push-ups. There we go. Let's see. Am I going to be able to get to my 100 chests before a bathroom break? That's the question. 56 plus 20. 76. I'm not gonna be able to make it. Okay, I'm gonna do a real quick bathroom break. I gotta get out my stream setup here. I'll be like really fast though. Ooh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do a bathroom break, and I also got something else. Put that over here. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. We got Stella following us too. All right. Okay, we are back in action here.
You need something?
What's going on here? Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Elsie. With a dog sticker. There you go. Stella loves the downstairs couch. She just like, if we're not outside, she's on the couch chilling hard. We do a lot of like fetch. Where I live, there's lots of vast wilderness, so we get the kilometers in, that's for sure. So she just comes home and just plops down and sleeps. Which, fair enough. She's like 7.5 now. Blizzard have added loads of tribute NPCs as of late. There's one in Duskwood too. That one was just another one. Interesting. Do you know who it was for? Claudia Albright, Wile E, Connigan. That's cool. Zachary, we are winning. We're getting fish chests. It's a good time. Oh. We need about 24 more. Or I guess 22 more to fill up the whole bank. 20 plus 56 is 76. But yeah, no, we'll definitely be doing some, keeping the staple Goldbound. We have a couple other things in the oven, per se. So I'm excited for those. How many more episodes do you think it will be before we get a new zone? It depends. Depends on what we can sell in the next week or two. Stay tuned. We'll see. What are my streaming days? Right now, we're doing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then those are like the kind of scheduled ones. And we'll probably be doing some more impromptu chill streams too. But it's just fun to hang out, hop on. I might start doing like a leveling character for like some evening streams, which would be like 7 hours from now. Might be doing that. Just to kind of hang out, play some video games. And then the other days, like before and after a little bit too, we do a lot more like editing and stuff like that on the series. Then I'm working on some projects that are fully off stream, fully secret, hush hush. So those won't be live, but stuff like this where it's just like farming, it's nice to be live and hanging out. Emil, good evening, Pathalerix. Been really hooked on the series and just got caught up on the stream as well. Right on. Hope you're enjoying. Glad you could catch us live. Secret Gold Charbound project. That'll be funny. Alternate universe. Goldilocks with no morals. Just start death rolling and dancing in Goldshire. Be fun. I don't know about fun. It'd be interesting. Do I ever consider hiding some of the farms I'm using in some capacity so that their profit doesn't drop by a lot when I publish videos? Yeah, I do consider it, and a lot of times I know I have a really good farm. Because I have like the 2-week posting cadence. If I find it, I might not put it into the next video. I'll save it for the video after that, so I can do like a full 2 weeks of farming. Sometimes I'll do that. It depends though, like how late I find it. There we go. Can you sell the chests as they are? I don't think you can. It doesn't say they're soul-bound, but I don't think they're sellable. What happens if I get another Black Venom Blade? Like it randomly drops in the next kill? One of two things. We either post the other one for really low and hope we sell it for like 30k, or we equip one. That'd be cool too. But like between zones, we keep all of our old transmog, right? So we're slowly building up an inventory. Ragin. April Fool's idea. Use like the streamer and gold handouts to buy a token quickly. That'll be funny. Yeah. Ooh, watertight trunk. Nice. I also like hopping on Spotify or like YouTube and just listen to like the soundtracks of the zones. It can be really relaxing. Will lunch break over? Catch you later. Hope you had a good time on lunch. New video will be next Saturday. Yeah. Oh, Panoramic Grizzly Hills was always your go-to. I love the Grizzly Hills soundtrack. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, no, I agree with that. That one is for sure a banger. This one's also good. Oh, it switched. I don't like this pool. It's just too hard to fish out of, so we'll just skip it. You love all the ones that sound like low fantasy? Yeah, Elwyn's got some really good ones. I've sold a couple of the rums on the auction house. But I tend to vendor them. To be honest, I look like you thought I would look like from the voice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Grizzly Hills as a Goldbound zone. Spending some time in there. There's a lot of like Northern in general. I'm really excited for all of the Northern zones. And yeah, and tavern music. Like if you're in any like inn or like Goldshire Tavern or anything like that, the music just hits so different. It's just so good. Since you play hardcore, have you listened to the Hardcore Holidays album on YouTube made by Cargos? No, I haven't actually. I should check that out. It's like festive Warcraft music. I could dig it. Yeah. Sturv, thanks, appreciate it. Oh, we're out of coffee, guys. It's unfortunate. We're not gonna get more coffee until we get the chests, though. We're honing it in. We get a couple more of the floating wreckages, and we're a shoe-in. You vibe with the entirety of Eastern Northern, all 4 of the zones. Ambiance is lit. Yeah. I love Sholazar Basin. Amazing. Borean Tundra. I like it. You know, not my favorite of all the northern zones, but I really do enjoy it. Grizzly Hills and Howling Fjord though are just like unreal. The landscapes, the music, the quest lines, the lore, the proto drakes. Come on. Unreal. I wish, like, you know how in RuneScape, when you unlock a soundtrack, it shows up in, like, your music log? I wish World of Warcraft had it where once you've discovered a zone, you could, like, play that music soundtrack in any zone. Because then you could just turn on your favorite zone's soundtracks for all the zones. And I would really enjoy that, personally. I'm sure there's an add-on for that. It probably is, yeah. Yeah. I would be a little bit worried about using an add-on for it, though, just in case, like, if some of the soundtracks weren't the actual ones from the game, you could run some copyright issues for live streaming or posting a video with it in it. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if it was just, like, baked in and I knew it was just Blizzard's assets, because Blizzard's really chill with, like, their assets. If you're, like, actually, like, streaming or posting their video, they're not gonna, like, be upset about the music in it, as far as I'm aware. Matt Vez, please explain how to get the auction price values on items and what website you'd use this for. So, in-game, the add-on is Trade Skill Master, and you can also go on tradeskillmaster.com or like the undermineexchange.com. But Trade Skill Master is the add-on that I use. There's gotta be some more floating around soon. There's a music box toy that does that? Really? That's really cool. I didn't know that. Let's see here. Finally, some floating wreckage. The game music box has usable tracks that unlock it? Yeah. Let's see. What are we collecting the floating boxes for? Mostly for chances at transmog and recipes and trade goods. Stuff like that. We'll go look at the drops before we open them all, but there are some like crafting recipes that you can get from here that are pretty chill. Because if you can get a really good crafting recipe, you can unlock a lot of gold, right? Because it can unlock a farm that you might not be able to use otherwise. Handsome Papa John with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Yeah. Don't know if you've noticed, but since you started your Goldbound series, there's been a huge influx of similar challenges like Dungeon Lock or Completion Lock. I think some of them were before me. I have seen the Dungeon Lock by Mana Burst. That's a cool series too. So it's been fun to watch those. Very cool. Panoramic Panda with the 5 gifted. Thank you. That's pretty hype. Oop, G. There we go. How am I reeling in the catch without clicking on the bobber? Is it a macro and add-on? Just how WoW works now? So there's... I'll open up real quick here once I loot this one. But if you go to the options setting and you search interact key, the interact key lets you keybind like a keybind, like, so like I have it on G. You can also go interact with target G and you make sure you click on enable interact key. And that will allow you to like interact with anything right in front of you. So even if I have like an ore that's within my view distance, if I press G, it mines it. If I have a fish on the bobber, it mines it. Cool stuff like that. Hey, KS Falcon, thanks for the 2 months. Wow, it's been 2 months already? That's crazy, yeah. I think we're just, yeah, we must be just approaching just past our Twitch affiliate anniversary, which is really cool. So now we're getting into the 2-monthers, so appreciate you being here. Mm-hmm. How does tile locked work? It's been an interesting one. Because tiles are from RuneScape, like it's like a small grid, and he kind of like took that idea and put it into WoW. So it's like a smaller squares that can be unlocked by earning XP. Yeah, Sarah, there you go. That, yeah, there's a Labs came out with a series on it. Worth a check out for sure if you like the kind of the World of Warcraft snowflake characters. Definitely worth a check out. Do I do any React content while farming? No, I haven't done any React content myself. I'm not sure how it works with copyright, to be honest. So I just kind of just farm. Do I work out? I do. I hit the gym. This morning we did squats, bench, and deadlift. I do mostly powerlifting. So we may, you know, have some chill Twitch-only gym streams in the future. I think it's a fun way to hang out. I've always liked, like for example, Bajira does some gym streams, and the boy, like for years. I kind of tune in every now and then just to hang out. So I feel like doing something like that could be a fun way to interact too. I'm sure like a small subset of people would be interested, but it's a fun way to do it. Thanks, Puluk. Yeah, we've been lifting for a long time. Long time. You like the chill vibe, you don't like when YouTubers scream at you the yo, what's your boy type? I should do like an April Fool's video of just like that complete max energy. I don't even know if I could do it, to be honest. Because this is just like how I am, right? And that kind of comes out, like the edited videos I narrate and script them, right? So it's a little bit of a different voice, and like I like try to do more storytelling, but I don't really think I have the high energy vibe in me, like for that kind of content, where it's like straight up. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. It would be very disingenuous, I think, and it would come off as such. Quaylen is another WoW content creator that streams their gym sessions. I gotta check him out then. I don't think I've seen that. How goes the farming? It's good. We're approaching our target of 100 or 98 of these things. We got 82 at the moment. 82 chests, and then we're gonna open up all the chests on stream. So that'll be good. There we go. I won't get bored if I just farm? I don't think I will, like, it changes up different farms. But I also play, like, retail and hardcore and stuff like that. But I do really enjoy farming. It's a very fun way to play the game for me. Will I use webcam in my YouTube videos? No. The edited, like the full, like the dedicated videos will be the same style, no webcam. Heavy D enjoying the full-time content creation? We are. Yeah, so we got Squidic. Last week was our first week full-time content creation. Got a lot more time played on Goldie last week, so hopefully we can make some pretty serious progress here. Does my wife play WoW at all? No, she does not. She does not play WoW. Am I somewhat close to being able to do YouTube as a job? We actually just pulled the trigger, and last week was our first week full-time content. So we're very close. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hopefully we can continue doing it. So yeah, it's crazy. Noteworthy nerd with a tier 1, 2 months. That's cool seeing. Now that we've been Twitch affiliates for over a month, we're having some of those 2-monthers come in. So appreciate it, Noteworthy. Not a WoW player. No, she yeah, she likes reading. We play, like, we have a Nintendo Switch, so some Sundays we'll have like espresso and cookies. We'll bake cookies and do like Mario Party, like 1v1. Although we had to stop doing that because she kept getting upset I kept winning the mini games. I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna go easy. But yeah, we do like playing like Mario Party and stuff like that. Dryad123, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Let's see if we can get any more of these sagefish. I was trying to see if there's any floating wreckage up, but looks like we got to spawn some more. Gigontus with the Twitch Prime, thank you. Yeah. A marriage that survives Mario Party. Yeah, we've probably played like 30 or 40 games of Mario Party in our relationship. Yeah. It's fun. We should play this weekend, actually. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's always a good time. We like usually play it like a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. Like some espresso, like waffles or something. It's good. I'm no crazy good Mario Party player. There we go, another trunk. Add that on. The Brant. It's been 10 days since we had a new video, and he plans on speeding this up. A friend of mine did some math yesterday, and the rate things are going now, it will be 2067 by the time we unlock a PC zone. Right now, we're keeping the same upload frequency, but there's going to be a lot more progress in each episode now that we're full-time. And then that also allows us to have some one-off challenges that are undisclosed off-stream little things. So yeah, it'll be the same frequency, like every 14 days for a Goldbound video for now. But the progress in each video should be a lot more now. Joker Thief, what was my job before content creation? It's currently undisclosed. Yeah, currently undisclosed. Yeah, you mean like as we go to different zones and get more and more farms and higher level trade goods, theoretically the speed should increase. I think that would be a natural cadence. Yeah. Goldie's showing off those arm muscles. I'm fully covered up. Got the full sleeve on, you know. Illegal gold farmer, clearly. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I was not an illegal gold farmer. Nope. Oh, in game. There we go. Fair enough. Yeah, showing off the arms in game. That's hilarious. Yeah. Keeping hydrated too. I increased the graphic settings on the waters. Check this out after. We'll show you. Look at this. Look at this water. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. Good soup. Seems like the kind of guy that would be in construction or an accountant. Not an accountant. I didn't do construction, but like when I was younger I did like construction landscaping, but that wasn't my job before YouTube. I guess we got to get this one eventually, right? Guessing government employee if it's undisclosed. No, it's like I'm not gonna keep it permanently undisclosed. It's just I'm still wrapping up some things. So, yeah. Male model? No, I wish. Am I planning on doing short rewinds in my YouTube videos of what I accomplish on my streams, so there's not a big gap between videos? I'll probably have the same like time between the videos, but like a lot of the farming that is done on the streams is like a component of some of like my bigger like YouTube series, right? So some things I don't put on the stream, like I keep it kind of undisclosed, and then some things, like if it'll be like a YouTube segment, it'll be there, yeah. Raging with the tier 1. Thank you. For your job, have you like handed your laptop and passed back, etc.? I'm just acting as an advisor. Does your boss know you stopped for full-time YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, I'm no longer, like as of last week, I was officially out. I gave 6 weeks notice. And they were aware of, yeah, everything. Yep. Very, very positive transition, very supportive. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, long notice. Yeah, with this area I was in, it kind of would have been very, what's the word? I could have technically given less notice, but would have been a big hassle for them. So, the longer notice just helps things go smoothly. Yeah. No chest in the last, like, bunch of casts. You have 3-month years as standard both ways. Yeah, different things require more notice, right? Like if it's something that like someone could come in tomorrow and do exactly what you're doing, you probably have to give less notice. But if it's like, if you're not there, things will not go very well. And you'll have to have someone replace you and like transition off, then it makes sense to give more notice and help that way. Yeah, complain got a chest next one. Exactly. $27 plus 60, we're 87. 87 chests. MBB Consulting, what's that? MBB. MBB, Mergers and Business? MBB. I don't know what an MBB consultant is, yeah. Rage, you weren't leaving because you were mad or displeased, more of a different opportunity that sounds more fun. Yeah, like, there's no, like, bad blood at all between where I was before and now. It's just, like, content creation, YouTube, is, like, has always been kind of like the ultimate dream. And so when the opportunity arises, you gotta go for it, right? Cillian with the continued Prime sub to tier 1, thank you. We're going for 100. Well, we're going for 98 because that fills up the full bank, and I just love seeing them all in the bank. If I was an adult model, it'll take longer than 6 weeks. I feel like if I was an adult model, I would have just kept doing that, right? Because like more exposure is better. I was not what I did. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so the open world loot bugs, I don't know the exact nuance, but basically, in the open world zones for like mobs like this, after you kill them for like 2 minutes, it's like the first kill, I'll show ya. I'll get like 27 copper, and I'll be getting different trade goods like murloc fins, different BOEs, and like a bunch of cloth, burnished stuff like this. Excellent, thanks for making me kill these. That's really, really min-max. But after like 3 minutes, you're gonna get less and less of each. You're gonna get less cloth, less copper, lower chance of drops, and eventually just kind of like drops off, and you basically stop getting loot. So we don't know if it's an intentional bug or just like a problem with the game. My thought at this point is that it's gonna combat people like... What the heck? Back-to-back burnished gear? What the heck? We just got the burnished gloves and the burnished girdle. But basically, if you keep farming, you stop getting drops, is what the open world loot bugs are. And I think it's to combat either bots or to combat people doing like the 2x4 groups, which is like ultra fast spawn killing. Classic streamer luck, yeah. Would I allow myself to use the crafting order system once I unlock zones for that? I hadn't thought about that. Probably, yeah. Probably. Not necessarily multi-boxing. Like, back in the day, a lot of people would go onto like the group finder and advertise that doing 2x4 group farming, which means you have 2 separate groups of people, like independent players of 4, and you just kill these over and over, and they hyper spawn, so you can kill like thousands and thousands and thousands an hour, and you would just get so much loot. So the open world loot bugs basically stop those insane hyperspawn farms from being so profitable. So I think it might not be a bug, it might be intended to combat that. People still do that, but it's just not as efficient, right? We're gonna have to do a bank run before we open up these chests, it looks like. Moloch970, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Another watertight trunk too. The 2x4 farms for leather in the start of the War Within paid for your entire game time for the whole expansion. That's crazy. Yeah. Are we doing fishing / row? We are doing 100 fish chests at the moment. We're gonna loot 100 of these. We have a whole bunch in the bank already, and then we're gonna open them all, and then we'll probably do a bit of other farming. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I will do a quick fly over to Stormwind to bank these items, because I need to put them in the bank to get to the full 100. Do they have a time frame for the respawns or different mods? Yeah, people can like move between zones, I think, to reset it, but I don't know how it works exactly.
Hey there.
Don't click on that. Okay, good.
Safe travel.
Okay. Oh, Rib Chaser's up. We didn't get him. That's too bad. Shard hopping. Yeah, I guess there's ways around it a little bit, but I don't know. What's the reason for one stream on YouTube and one on Twitch? Wouldn't it be better to concentrate the viewership in one place? Well, some people prefer watching on certain platforms. And I quite like Twitch, but since my audience is like from YouTube, it's nice to do both, because some people just prefer watching on YouTube. But there are times when I'm only live streaming on Twitch. Yeah. You stream to both at the same time? Yeah, we're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. So most like of my Goldbound streams will be live on both, but non-Goldbound will probably just be live on only Twitch. Panoramic, the hardest part is probably dropping the chats. I can't put it on screen because of like Twitch terms of service, but I have like an add-on, like not an add-on, like a desktop application called StreamerBot that just puts it all in the same chat box for me. So it's actually very straight. It's very easy for me on my end. I just get one feed of Twitch and YouTube chat mixed. Yeah. Okay, let's go drop these in the bank. And then we'll head right back.
Need help?
And I can't shift click these in to drop them into this. They go into the first bank slot. So just bear with me. We'll just drop these in one by one and then get back to farming. Lork the Orc with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Yeah, like, now that there's no... Like, multi-streaming is pretty common now. It used to not be because there was, like, contracts where you could only stream on one, I think. I don't really know all about that because I wasn't streaming when that was a thing, but I think nowadays it's, you know, about as common as it is not to multi-stream. There we go. We're getting awfully close to filling up here. Okay, let's run back to Redridge here. Can't I just right click? No, unfortunately they go into the wrong, on the bank. They go into my first bank slot, not my bank. Yeah.
Well met.
Okay. Camp ever still? Let's rock and roll.
For the Alliance.
Do I have a plan? Like, I'll try content creation for X months and see if it is sustainable for me? I wouldn't say like a plan for X months. I'm just ripping on it. Yeah, I'm full time right now on content creation, and we'll just keep going until the wheels fall off type of deal. Yeah, I don't have like a set, like if it doesn't work for like X months, then I'll go back. It'll be like, play it by ear. Mm-hmm. We'll probably get a coffee and a cookie after we open all the boxes too. Thanks, Moloch. Yeah. So far it's been great. Last week we got to play a whole lot of World of Warcraft. Got a lot of progress on Goldie, so really can't complain with that, right? Some people already asked before probably, but when's the next video going to drop? Saturday. So this weekend is the next Goldbound video. Maybe after that, there'll be another one within a week. Maybe. What's Canada's taxes on money made by streaming? It is variable, right? So it's it's just like income. So it depends on. Like in Canada, we have a progressive tax system. So the more money you make, the more taxes you pay. Where I live, in Alberta, you get taxed both provincially and federally by Canada. So there's different. It depends on how much you make, but in Canadian dollars is different than US dollars. But the highest tax rate would be 48.5%. I am not in that tax bracket, but it will range from like 22 to like 48% on a sliding scale. But it depends. I've been known, thanks for the Twitch Prime. But then also, like, I think some people, like right now, it's just like, basically I'd be classified as self-employed. But I could like make a business entity that would be like Pathalerix Productions, and like then there might be a lower tax rate if you're not taking it out of the business. I would have to talk to like an accountant and a business manager about all that, but that would potentially be down the road. NMX, yeah, so no dividend hack in Canada. You could set up a corporation where like the corporate tax rate is lower and you would just pay yourself a salary out of the corporation. Like kind of any small business type of stuff. J. Deek with the Prime, thank you. Yeah, the Primes, that's right, Jaeger, the Primes do take away the ads on Twitch. Yeah. I'm not an accountant, but I find taxes very interesting. I don't know why. I know there's some abilities too, like because I work from home, so I can take the square footage of my stream room office, and that percentage of my house's square footage, I can use that as like a tax deduction for like internet, utilities, not my whole mortgage, but the portion of my mortgage that is interest only. So there's some stuff you can do as well for things like that. Quicks, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Yeah, but every location, like I would imagine different states and different provinces will have different little rules around that as well, and some of it will be federal and some will be provincial. Just got to make sure you're learning whatever tax regulations are applicable to you and following those. But it does help to learn them because, you know, otherwise you're paying more in taxes. There we go. Definitely getting close to open up all these crates. Exactly, Nerdy One. You got to make sure you're setting aside money for taxes and just no longer taken out of your paycheck. Yeah. They just drop the whole pop in your account. So you could get into a really sticky situation if you didn't withhold taxes. Because when taxes come due, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Being that I'm a gold farmer, it's not surprising I have an interest in taxes. Fair enough, there's a good overlap there on like markets and like all that stuff. I also, yeah. It's smart to make another account just for your tax money. Yeah, I've done just that. And so every time anything that comes in, I basically do a calculation on what it should be, and then I put that aside. Hey, Path. Nightly 9. Yo, Chug Life 35, guess is back again. Welcome back to the stream. Used to file taxes for a job every year. Advice is always ask a local accountant for help. Yeah. Nico, put it aside and gamble it. Either double Oh no, that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. Saw the road drop from last stream. Yeah, that was hype. That was a hype drop. There we go. It's a 50-50 chance, though. Either it doubles or it doesn't. Yeah? I do feel like the upside is much lower than the downside, right? Or no, vice versa. The upside is much lower than the downside. JS84 with a Twitch Prime. For 2 months, thank you. 2 months, gang. Appreciate it. Yeah, going to jail for tax evasion would be very bad. It'd really slow down the zone unlocks, I think. So we'll try to avoid that at all costs. There we go. Can't you write off gambling as investment losses? I don't know where you live, but is boat? Why do I have a boat to ratchet being tracked? What I'm aware of in Canada, gambling winnings are not taxable and gambling losses are not deductible unless you have a history, like unless gambling like is your career, like if you're a poker player. But otherwise, I think it's exempt. I don't gamble very much though. If I did more, I would look into it more, but that's my understanding. Chegley, if you didn't actually go to work? What did you do? You were gone for a while. Did you go to Mucho Burrito or something? I might get a donaire after stream, guys. I'm not gonna lie. J.O. Must with a Twitch Prime. Thank you. Made some lunch and answered some emails. Fair enough. Sometimes you gotta do emails, right? It does sound like work. Does sound like work. What zone would I like the most? I'm really looking forward to Sholazar Basin. I know it's far away, it's in Northern, but of all the zones, like in my head, that one's gonna be so fun. And then for the zones that we have available, I'm really looking forward to Westfall. I have seen other people fishing the pools in Redridge. Sometimes they steal my floating debris. Yeah, Grizzly Hills for the vibes is pretty peak, yeah. I'm not going to argue with that for 1 minute. Raging. Westfall will be good. I mean, Dead Mines is going to be so fun. We're going to be rocking around with like a full Defias set. Looking so tricked out. We'll be holding our cruel barbs. We're literally just going to look like a twink from like 2007 WoW. If you didn't play back then, a twink is a low-level character that has really good gear, like the best in slot, and fights in battlegrounds and like one-shots everyone. Nowadays, a little bit of a different connotation to that word, I guess, but we're going to look cool either way. We're going to look really cool. Does the current Van Cleef still drop Defias? I don't even think, I think it does. I think Dead Mines does, but Van Cleef isn't in Dead Mines anymore in retail. Oh yeah, we gotta make the green engineering goggles too. To make it look fully like a classic twink. Oh yeah, it was fun. Isn't it, like, yeah, because Vanessa Van Cleef, I think, is in Heroic, but isn't it just Cookie in, on the boat in Normal? Joker Thief, yeah, it's Cookie, yeah. We'll see, though. I mean, I'll confirm once we get there. Normal cookie. Here's the final boss. What's the current gold count? 135k, but we haven't opened the auction house in a long time. Will we be running heroic or normal? I'll have to test it out. Look at the drops, the loot tables, different bosses. Heroic probably has a daily reset, so I would imagine that we'll probably do like 1 heroic run per day, and then start doing the dungeon reset on normal. Does heroic have a daily reset? Yeah, heroic is 1 per day, so we'll probably do it like that. Do 1 heroic a day, and then the rest will just be normal. Do I open up the auction house on stream? No, I save that for the vids. So the next auction house opening will be in the Saturday Goldbound. Alright, we got some more debris, so we should be getting very close here to getting the 100 bomb. Because it's 61 plus 30, so we're at 91. Seth, do I have a stream schedule? Right now it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays, starting at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 2.5 hours ago. That's my current schedule. But then I think I will also be streaming on other days. Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, we need 6 more. Because 30 plus 62 is 92, and we're going for 98. So we need 6 more. Goldie on a coffee mug, holding a coffee mug has to be in the works. Like the Goldie character, or like me IRL? That'd be funny. Am I using a fishing add-on? Nope, I'm just using standard fishing. Why 98? Such an odd number? Because the new bank, like the new banks in Stormwind, have 98 slots per tab, so that fills up the whole tab. Yeah, so now we need 5 more. Because there was 1 floating debris, I am going to search around. I see Snarlflare's up. We'll go tag Snarlflare. Usually when there's 1 floating debris, it means there's 2 more. So we'll see if we can find those. Oh, we got a recipe. Elixir of Minor Agility. It's worth like 500 gold at min buyout. I do wonder how much, if the elixirs would actually sell. I don't think anyone would buy like a 4 agility elixir, but you never know, I guess. And then we also got the Raiders bracers, so that's good. But let's go see if there's any more floating debris while we're here. Looks like we don't have any more floating debris. Before I decide if I'll sell this, I will look up and see how much the Elixir of Minor Agility sells for when we're at the auction house. Just to see. Otherwise, we'll probably just sell it. Watertight Twunk. Yeah, like the recipe would sell to someone with all the things, looking to fill it out. If you swap professions, do you keep the craft you discovered, or do you have to start again? you do have to start again. That's the thing. So if we were to use this, then Elixir of Minor Agility is looking to be like 20 gold. Interesting. So it takes Swift Thistle and Silverleaf. It might be profitable. I'll have a look. Chug Life is asking, do I think that I should hop back on hardcore and finish the grind to level 60? Yeah. Chug Life and I know him, we're IRL friends. We have hardcore character together, but I've been neglecting mine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to look out and see what the elixir sell rate is, because it might be a close call for if we should craft it or if we should just sell the recipe. Not using farming bar add-on anymore. Not right now for the fishing chest, just because most of them are in the bank, and the farming bar add-on doesn't pick up the chests that are in the bank. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I think that the saving recipes is like a later expansion, like quite far down the road. Let's see. So 32 plus 60, yeah. Okay, we need 3 more. Joker Thief, with the risks in mind, do I plan on ever branching content to other games or other forms of WoW content? We will, in the more near future, have like other WoW content. Other games, we'll see what happens. If anything, it would be like RuneScape, but for now, it'll probably just be like mostly the Goldbound with like some mini series that are like on different aspects of WoW or things like that. Looks like Boots and Jaeger want the hardcore series. Yeah. Yeah, Bjornel, it's the interact key. The interact button allows me to gather the fish without actually clicking on it. So I just press G. I'll show you. There we go. And that is if you go into the settings, interact, check off enable interact key, and then you just got to key bind it. Old or new RuneScape? Old school RuneScape, yep. Old school RuneScape. I was playing it a lot, like the last 2 years, on and off. Yeah. I think like hardcore will be a fun challenge, just for like for more like hangout streams. Have I considered, instead of buying a WoW token, putting the current price of one into the war bank to buy more tabs? Not really. I thought about putting like the value into my war bank because it avoids the like the cap of the WoW tokens capping at 10. But I kind of like just having them in the bank too. How many more chests? We only need 5 more chests? Only 5. So we're close. We're really close. One more floating debris will pretty much get there, so. Once you hit 80, you get all tabs, don't you? I don't know, because they reworked the bank to be bigger, so I don't know how it works with different levels. I think you probably still have to. I think you have to pay gold for them still. Yeah. Okay, yeah, new characters have to pay for the tabs. Characters that had all slots unlocked don't have to pay. Boots. 6 level difference, come on path, big time slacking. Well, yeah. Can't argue there. Super Sloppy Sloth, I don't get why did I just find you now. I look at all gold making the best gold farming challenge. Well, we just started streaming and like we really only kind of popped off the past couple months, so. But more so recently. We have older gold farming videos, but before episode 1 of Goldbound, we had like 500 subscribers. Which was like 4 months ago. So it's been some pretty fun growth. It's 3.1 million gold for all of the Warbank tabs. How many tabs are there? How much gold are we off from the goal? Well, in the bags, we still need 150,000, but like I said, we have like 10 days worth of auctions. So it's to be decided, to be determined in the next video, which will come out Saturday. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking I might have to go get a cookie in a little bit. "24-hour hardcore." I need to get I think I need to get a new computer before I stream for 24 hours. Just this morning, my one USB port stopped working. The first tab costs 1 gold, then 100, then 500, then 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. Okay. Are we gonna roll the next zone or choose? We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll for it. Okay. Sometimes I smell burning plastic from my PC. 24-hour hardcore stream with level rewards and or punishment, like a glass of milk plus 20 push-ups when you ding. Those are good. I need to stock up on milk if I'm going to do a 24-hour hardcore stream. I had my last bit of milk this morning. Unfortunate. What are the choices of zones we're rolling between? So right now, we have Westfall, Duskwood, Burning Steppes, Swamposaurus, and Dunmorrow as potentially rollable zones for the next unlock. These last 5 are... Okay, wait, no, we're at 96, so we need 2 more. Wait, 70, yeah, 2 more. Come on now. Oh, 1 more. All right. If you get the last 2, will you open today or wait until another stream? Oh, we're for sure opening up the trunks today. Yep, on stream. Right after we get them, we're gonna open them all up. 100p. Yeah, so for the oh, I gotta get this. For Burning Steps with Blackrock Mountain, Burning Steps unlocks the mountain. Everything in it except Searing Gorge will unlock Blackwing Lair because it's like kind of outside and like really close to the border. So that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah. Did I stop using the Zone Locked add-on? I've still been using it, but I had to reset it because some of the unlocks weren't the right ones for the zone. Yeah, I think I mean Blackwing Descent. I get those two mixed up. Because Blackwing Descent is the one that's outside, like on the awning, like the deck. I don't know what you would call it. All right. We just need one more before opening. The patio. Yeah, the patio. Okay. Yeah, because that one, like, certain points of the patio, beside Blackwing Descent, if you walk to the end of the patio, you're in Searing Gorge. So I didn't want to risk that there. Stopped farming the rare with the blue sword drop. Yeah, we got it last stream. We'll still go by him and tag him whenever we see him, but we're not necessarily clocking him on the dot anymore now that we got the item. This last chest though it's not long to really come. What's the rule with Stormwind? Do you use anything else other than just the auction house and bank? And if no, we ever fully unlock it? Yeah, so we don't use any of the vendors or trainers in Stormwind. We only use the bank and the auction house. Certain things will allow to be unlocked as things happen. For example, stockades we're going to have unlocked with Duskwood. So those two are going to be paired because historically there are some quests from Duskwood to stockades, and Duskwood is one of the only zones that doesn't have a dungeon, so it kind of makes sense. And otherwise, I don't know how we would unlock stockades. So this way, like, our next roll will for sure have a zone with a dungeon, which is kind of cool. Here, yeah, Stormwind has the kata trainers. Are you waiting to unlock a kata zone to train those recipes? Yeah, so I am leaving it for trainers to be zone exclusive. Otherwise, the major cities just have every single trainer, like, all the way up. So I'm gonna leave those out for now. There we go. Yeah, this last box is taking a while. LC sound with the cat sticker. Poncho, good job. Making an appearance. Excellent. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's 100. That is 100. So I'm going to fly back to our bank. While I do that, though, I'm going to real quick run upstairs because my wife last night made like a whole bunch of chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. And I just got those on my mind. So I'm going to go get a chocolate chip oatmeal cookie and a coffee refill while we're flying. But you know,
Have a good one.
it is what it is. I'm gonna open my bags here though. So I'll be right back here with chocolate chip cookies. What are you guys saying? I have no pants? You guys... Okay, real quick though. Full cam moment. Look at these bad boys. And you do the hidden tech where you take the cookie and you dip it in the coffee. The problem is that there's like 50 up there. So I brought down 3. Does my wife watch my streams? Yeah, she tunes in. She's at work right now though, so she's not watching this one. So we can get kind of crazy. Just kidding. But yeah, she does watch. Yeah, I wear short shorts. I don't really wear pants.
Greetings.
What does she do for work? I asked her if she cared if I said or not, so she said she doesn't care. She's a teacher, is what she does. Rainmaker, hello. You're coming in just in time for the full chest again here. There we go. Chug life, 100%. she was watching them when it was like before school started again. Cause like she'd be like upstairs, and she'd like open it up and watch. Yeah. Do I live somewhere warm? No, I live in northern Alberta. But inside, like I just like my my short shorts. Yeah. I also have a, I don't know if you can see it. This is a paladin tattoo on my quad. Axe Gloss, thanks for the 3-month resub. At tier 1, thank you. I don't know if Chug Life streams. Unboxing when? We're doing unboxing today. I do just have to clear up some stuff here so I have more bag space. Ludwig, huge congratulations on the success on YouTube series. First time joining on the stream. Ah, thanks for tuning in. We got a, I'll show you, a full chest of fishes to open. Mm-hmm. Poncho is trying to get access to some of these cookies. I can't let her eat the cookies. When's the new series? When's the new episode? This Saturday. This Saturday.
Safe.
Okay, I gotta go on full cam to post some of this stuff real quick, though. Make sure I'm not showing everything. 1,205. Oh, I guess I can show this. This is okay. We'll sell some of these just for the fun of it. We'll sell this, this, and then I did want to look at that one recipe first. Bricks 2 with the Prime, thank you. Let's see here. That's a cool bookshelf. Thank you. Can you guess what books are on it? If you guess one. Andy, well, you never know. Wait for the next episode. We'll see, because we don't open up the mailbox on stream, so. We're grinding hard. Last week we played a lot, made a lot of progress, but it's an undisclosed amount. Okay, I want to see. So, Elixir of Miner. I spelt it wrong. Okay. So they're about 15 to 20 gold each. Average daily sold is 27. This recipe sells for anywhere from 48 to 500, so it might be worth it. It depends how many it takes to craft one. Anyways, I'll have to think about that one. We'll sell the kebabs too. Get rid of these.
Light be with you.
Okay, finish off. Use some of these cookies here. That's right. I do have a few WoW novels on the bookshelf. We got what do we got? Couple classics. Got Arthas, Vol'jin, Shadows of the Horde. Good stuff. All right. Well, you get a lot in our bags nowadays, eh?
Light bless you.
Okay. What are you saying here? Do it just to spice up the farming objectives? Would it give a solid 1 minute of main video topic? What are you, I might have missed something in chat there, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. New session. We're gonna get opening some boxes here. Amy, how's it going? What are we looking to drop? Let me pull up the, real quick here. I'll pull up the loot table and show ya. Oh, jeez, okay. So there's a lot of stuff. I get so many ads on Wowhead. So the main thing we're looking for from these trunks, of course, we'll get a whole bunch of like trade goods like the cloth and leather. But there is a whole bunch of actual transmog gear, which is going to be cool. We also have some potential like potions and recipes, enchanting recipes, more transmog, and this is just from one. We have 2 different types of fishing chests. This would be very good. The plans for the green iron gauntlets. That would be a pretty crazy blacksmithing farm. Why am I not using an ad blocker? Well, you know, sometimes people, you get, like, you know, they make a website, you go on their website, they get paid if you have an ad, right? Okay. So that's from the watertight trunks. We also have tightly sealed trunks. And I don't think that Wowhead actually has the full loot tables on these. But then again, there's just like more transmog gear. This one has the plans for the red copper gauntlet, so more blacksmithing gloves that we could craft. Copper chain vest, not super rare. There is more on the loot tables than it's showing here, but like really what we would want is like some blacksmithing gloves crafts, things like that. Anyways. Let's get going. Let's just get opening. I'm gonna do a quick open one, real quick. All right. Okay, our inventory is full. That's my bad.
You need something?
Come on. Oh my gosh.
Farewell.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna put a few more of these trunks away. I don't have enough inventory space here.
Have a good one.
Yeah, maybe I should get Wowhead Premium. Okay, Sears pants. These are worth not that much. That's okay though. We'll keep going. Cadet vest. We don't have one of these yet. Little 200 gold transmog item. If we really want to see a recipe drop from here, that would be pretty ideal. Looks like we're working towards the full cadet set here, which is kind of cool. More trade goods. Sears cuffs, those are good. We have none of those. So we're getting Sears and cadets. A large green sack, a 10 slot bag, but we have 16 slot bags, so we're not going to be using that there. Any transmog, any recipes are all good. Ideally, we get a recipe that we can just like farm out. Hopefully something good. Dervish buckler. Okay, that's worth like 1,500 gold. That's worth a bite of the cookie. The armor looks like it goes with my shorts. Well, yeah, this is the cadet, right? That's the cadet set. Okay, keep on going. Come on, we gotta get a recipe from this set. Hunting bow. This one sells for about like 80 to 100 gold. Come on. That's a big sword. That is a big sword. I'll be pretty sad if we don't get any recipes. Defender's gear. Not bad. Worth about 80 to 200 gold. Dervish boots. We have none of these on the auction house, and that's why like some of these chests are so good too. Like a lot of these items that we're farming in the zone, we have like 4 or 5 copies of, whereas the stuff from the fish chests, 2 things. Item level is high because it matches like our current gear, so like these actually vendor for like 26 gold each, right? Like that's kind of crazy because it's actually scaled to us. And then down the road, like this is actually like good gear if we need to use it. Plus, like it's just gear that we can't get from Redridge otherwise. What is that? Battle forged armor. Ooh, that's a good look. So about 1,000 gold pull, and I feel like these would actually sell pretty well. So we'll definitely be posting the battle forged set. Like worst case scenario, we're getting some good pulls from our fishing chests. I just really want a recipe. The cross dagger, 145 gold. Lots of trade goods too. Yes! Okay. Okay, we got a pattern. And it's a tailoring pattern. As itself is like 4.5k, but the gloves, True Faith gloves. I'm just gonna go look at these up on the auction house real quick. That's hype, right? We were really targeting a pattern because if we can get this on lock. Okay, so these are the gloves they make. The gloves themselves are worth like 1.8k. Okay, okay. I thought they would be more, but if you sell a few of those over time, it's pretty worth it because it's a set. Pretty pog. Now, to craft them, you need... Interesting. So it's silk cloth, heavy leather, and healing potions. So those will be BOE for sure. Okay. Well, we take that W. I would have been really sad if we did the whole opening. We didn't get any patterns. Soldier's cloak. Not a bad cloak at all. Not a bad cloak at all. Worth like 1,500. We're already outpacing last opening's value, right? Like we're at 11,000, and we're not even opened like all of them. We're playing Super Sloth. We're playing on retail. Yeah, we're playing on retail, but I do play classic. Okay, we do have a few more. We do have a few more to open, so I'll go grab those from the.
Well met.
From the bank. No, I'm really happy with that pattern, to be honest. Like, we needed that.
Go with honor, friend.
Oops. If we got more good loot, so the medicine staff, pretty standard drop, nothing too crazy there. This is one that we're going to vendor, because the vendor sell price is 58 gold for the item level 357, whereas the auction price is like 70 gold, so we're just going to vendor one of these. Take the raw gold. Alright. Oh, Raiders. We do have a lot of Raiders gear, so... Super Sloth. Am I missing something? What are you doing? Why don't you have the best bags and other stuff? So we're locked to starting, like, right now we can only get items from Elwyn and Redridge, and then as we get more gold, we can expand on the map. So that's why our stuff is kind of scuffed, because it's all from the starting zones. Whoa! What is that? That goes hard. The Seer's Fine Stein? Fill that up with a, fill that up with something good. Super Sloth, exactly, yeah, we're doing a challenge series, so we can only sell on the auction house and we can't buy. Yeah. Hydroxycuts, is it better to ask stuff on Twitch or YouTube? I can see both chats. Sometimes when I'm doing the openings, I might miss it, but either or I do see. This Stein is pretty good, though. I feel like it would sell as well. Come on. If we get a couple more pieces right in the end here, it would be awesome, but to be fair, it's been a really successful opening here. Okay. Alright, last one. Last one. Nothing. Nothing. That's too bad. But I mean, let's take a look at the gear we got. So total value is 14,000 gold from our 100 chests. So that's an average of 140 gold per chest. We do get a lot of trade goods. We're talking, you know, leather and whatnot. We're gonna hang on to the heavy leather because if we are crafting up the True Faith gloves, they do eat up 2 heavy leather per craft. So we need to save that. We'll hold on to this for now. We don't know if we're gonna sell it or if we're gonna craft with it, but we'll have to see. I also was pretty happy with the Stein. I think these are like my favorite ones so far. the Battle Forged. These are like the big three, I think. The Pattern, True Faith gloves, Sears, Fine, Stein. Because Steins are just like a really cool offhand, right? Like someone will buy that for Transmog probably. And we also got the Battle Forged armor. So honestly, you can't complain. You can't complain with that pull today.
Greetings.
Battle Forge like a decent pull like 9 years ago. Yeah. That's a good pull for sure. I'm going to hold that there for now. Drop the materials in because we're not going to sell those. I'm also holding on to that. Just so we don't know if we're going to use it or not. Is there any way that I'd let you guys vote for a connected zone or always the wheel? I do really, really like the wheel idea. So I might allow votes to dictate the percentages, like the percentage chance on the wheel. But for now, we are going to be doing the randomizer.
Be careful.
Alright, I do have to go to full cam because I'm showing my auction house. And I don't want any spoilers on there, so... Just going to quickly post some of these up. Very good. Okay, well that was a pretty productive opening there. We can head back into Redridge to kill some of these guys over here. I got a few things still I want to grab, so. Is there anything valuable from archaeology? I see there are locations in Redridge. I haven't done a full deep dive on archaeology because we don't have any trainers in Elwyn or Redridge, so we can't learn the skill. But I'm sure that once we do get a trainer, that there will be some gold farms that could be coming out of archaeology for sure. Yeah, there is a trainer in Stormwind, but for now, we're only using Stormwind for the auction house and the bank. Otherwise, some of the professions trainers in Stormwind would be a little bit game-breaking for us. No, I think my flying mount's faster than the Griffin, but then it's a lot easier to read chat and eat cookies when I'm on the Griffin. Okay. Alright, coffee's down. Good little hydration going. Get back onto the farms. Mikhail, first time joining the live. Love the videos. When can we expect the next video to be up? It will be up this Saturday. When I go off stream here, I'll be doing a bit more work on the editing and some off-stream content there. We'll quickly, like while we're here, we're going to do a quick flyover of all the rare spawns, see if anyone's up. Rib Chaser is up. I'm going to do a new session. Jan, do I already have plans for the farms in the next zones, or do I research as I go? I have some plans, but a lot of it is like researching and finding out as I go. Yeah. Like, for example, the fishing chests, I knew about them, but I didn't know that they could actually be quite good here in Redridge. Same thing for Elwyn, I didn't know about the frayed knots until we started going. Okay. Yeah, fishing chests are just fun. Like, any kind of opening like that, it's always a good time. Oh! Oh, I clicked it too fast. Anyway. We got a timer on row now, at least. I didn't do the trick to get the double drop, though, unfortunately. I just insta-clicked it. That's my bad. There's probably not actually a trick for double loot, but, you know, you gotta do your good luck rituals. Shimmering gauntlets. How often do I work out? Any special diet to offset cookies? I work out like 5 days a week. I just track my macros. Like I track. Oh, well, all these rares are up. Oh no, this one's dead. I track my like proteins, fats, and carbs, and so right now I'm trying to like maintain weight, so I can afford a couple cookies within that, which is nice. Alright, I think we got... Oh, did we check on chatter? We'll check on chatter real quick. Doesn't look like chatter's up. That's okay, though. The last one will be Kazan. See if Kazan is up. Because now the add-on shows us our last time killed on them, which is nice. Doesn't look like Kazan is up, but that's okay. We can keep mining and killing. Is DMF unlocked? Dire Mall? DMF? What is DMF? DMF. DM. I don't know what that is. Oh, Darkmoon Fair. No, yeah, we can't go into Darkmoon Fair. Yeah. I will probably one day do a standalone episode only on the Darkmoon Fair, just because of like some of the farms in there are so valuable that it would just be like a much higher gold per hour than what we're getting here. I almost killed that mob, but I think this guy's probably doing a quest for it, so I don't want to take it out. What headset is this? I actually don't know. I got it with my electric drum kit. And I just like having it so that there's no like so that there's no echo. Canvas boots. This is one of the grays that has like a high item value, which doesn't always sell for that much, but it's always worth posting. Maybe you can do it as like a standalone. You get X hours in Darkmoon Fair. Yeah, I could definitely do something fun in Darkmoon Fair. Hydroxos saying to all the farmers out there, here's a tip. For some reason, some zones don't function if you have war mode on. Like no rares will spawn, but a lot of zones are fine, and turning on and off war mode will give you double rares and chests. Interesting. So far, I've been just ripping war mode off just to avoid any griefers type of deal. But if it could reset the rares, that's actually pretty min-max. What's the cat's name? That's Poncho. We have two cats. This one's Poncho. Other one is Boo, and I don't know where Boo is. And then we have a dog, Stella. So they tend to pop in and out of the stream. Oh, spellbinders, eh? Not bad at all. You have the same cat tower? It's a good one. I think it's Costco, right? LC with the cat sticker. Poncho's coming on stream. You always drop it in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, as far as the next zones, like any of them would be a lot of fun. I'm personally really looking forward to Westfall. I have such nostalgia for Dead Mines and the whole Westfall chain. I also have a lot of nostalgia for Duskwood. Some of those quest chains like Stalvan, Mistmantle, all that stuff. Those are really nostalgic for me. So when we get those, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But any zone's gonna be good. Westfall has some good farms too. Yeah, it has some good farms. That's right. And the more uniques the rares have, the better. Better for us. Yeah, the fishing one. That's gonna be fun. What do I think will be some of the most hype zone unlocks of the series? As a whole, I think when we eventually unlock new expansions will be hype. I also think our first zone with a raid will be really hype. All of them have such cool things though. Like all of them have really cool aspects. Okay, we're gonna extend the loop over here into Elwyn just to see the timers on the Elwyn rares. Yeah, Poncho's really walking around here. Moloch, our later zone is going to be easier in terms of gold per hour. There'll definitely be some zones that have like much more consistent gold per hour farms. Like Redridge has a lot of transmog potential, but no really like game-breaking consistent gold per hour like trade goods. The best one is probably these guys, the Condors, and their eggs. Especially if you're around Winter's Veil. Other than that, it's like the same copper ore is good, but other zones will have much faster, consistent methods versus transmog. How would I rank Elwyn versus Redridge? On a scale of what? Like, are we talking tier? Are we talking which one's like just like which one's better? Moon, like, so for the challenge, like if I was legit speed running, like if I could, like I played non-stop in one zone versus the other, Elwyn would be faster in just straight gold per hour. Unless, but then again, with each zone, they both have like some pretty high transmog pieces that could sell, which would just fully throw it off. Like if you did Elwyn and you got the Broodmother Carapace and it sold, you're gonna finish the zone so fast. Same thing as if you do Redridge and you get Black Venom Blade and sell it, it'll go very fast. But for consistent farm, taking like random transmog off the table, Elwyn is faster, yeah. Yeah, we'll probably have to like have a ranking as we go, hey, of the different zones. Yeah, maybe once we've like fully done certain areas, like once we've done all of like the Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdom zones, we'll be able to rank them. Yeah, per continent or something. That would be cool. Just trying to get a timer on all the rares here, so we'll pop into Broodmother. Brandon, you're looking at playing along with the challenge on a Horde, but you don't know what class you want to do it. I mean, if you want to go like pure min-max, Druid would be the best one. For sure. I mean, they just have the fastest farming, they can fly and gather herbs, things like that. Ooh, a formula. The enchant chest minor mana, not bad. Oh, Mother Fang's up. Do we get another look at a Broodmother Carapace? No. We don't. It's okay, though. Would I consider Deadwind Pass even as an option to unlock, or is it too small? I would consider it an option to unlock. It does have a dungeon and a raid in it, too, so it would be its own zone, for sure. So we'll get it eventually, yeah. Hopefully when we do Karazhan, like the raid, we'll get the mount, too. That'd be really cool. Ooh, and chest spawns, apparently. Interesting. That's good to know. Don't you think it'll be effective to weave some mob force respawn farm in between ore farming until the loot reduction kicks in? Yeah, I try to like drop down and kill a couple mobs here and there just to get like a chance at those tables. But it would be worth it to like maybe bake it into a route where like every route you do a few Murloc farms or whatever. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Let's go check on Thuros light fingers here. Are we going to be able to do a soul raid? Yes. So right now, because we're level 72, we're actually like super scaled. So we can solo most things. Just not current content stuff. But that'll be a long ways away. Like right now, we only get XP from gathering nodes. We get like 110 XP per ore and per herb. Yeah, there's a lot of rares up today. Okay. Why did you think I hit hit level 80? I don't know. We hit level 70 and it like took us out of Cataclysm War mode type stuff. So maybe that's what you were thinking about. Yeah. Have I ever seen the tech where you have a starter account on another server and bet you to swap your rare layers? I've heard of such methods. I'm trying not to use like group layer hopping mechanics on Goldie, just so it's like fully solo. Poncho. But I think it definitely could be a cool idea. Yeah. Poncho's being pretty needy today. It's also raining in Redridge now. So right now, my boar macro is actually set to auto-target condors. These guys are just good to farm. You get some loot, and you get some eggs. Gem, appreciate it. That's funny. A soothing voice. It can be kind of hard to get the spawns, though. Hydroxy, I'll probably... Right now, it's tough because I'm trying to get out of Redridge as fast as possible. So I want to save some, but I've just been selling them. Because I'd rather get out of Redridge a little sooner than, like, min-max a little more gold for Winter's Veil. But we'll probably come back and get a few more for Winter's Veil. Yeah. If we were, like, cruising too fast, I might, you know, stockpile a few, but... Got some bandit bracers there. It's not bad at all. Poncho is being a real stream sniper today. She found the fake keyboard. That's so funny. Whatever keeps her off my keyboard is good with me. I also put into my macro all my movement speed abilities. Good evening from Germany? Hey, good evening. Okay. Their spawns seem to have stopped a little bit here, unfortunately. I'll go over to the other location. That usually resets it. I'll have a look here. Daniel. Hey from Sweden. Hello. How's it going? There we go. Apparently there's a war mode PvP talent that makes between the eyes give you a movement speed buff. But it's a war mode talent, so you have to be PvP on. Yeah, that would be good, but at the moment, I feel like people might just come kill me. You know what I mean? Is what it is. Okay. I do have the talent with a double grapple, which is really nice. Poncho's jumping down. Yeah, grappling hook is so fun for Outlaw. It's really satisfying. We did a pretty good job of clearing all the rares, to be fair, so we're doing good on that front. Yeah, Outlaw with the Find Treasure is really helpful. There's so many treasure chests I would have missed if I didn't play, if I wasn't on Outlaw. Because I'm flying over them and they show up as like a node on the mini-map, right? So it helps a lot. Newbin, why did I choose Rogue? I would normally do Druid, but I wanted to mix it up. And then Rogue's also good, like we were saying there, you have your treasure finding, you got pickpocket, and you also have lock picking. So when we are doing dungeon farms, if we ever find a locked chest in the dungeon, then we'll be able to use the lock picking to open it up. Outlawed is just the talent spec, so we're Outlaw Rogue. And then within that, we are Fate Bound. Yeah. It's a newer spec. I don't think it's an older stuff. Yeah. How much time would grinding the WoW token take in new retail content? You're a classic Andy who found me through Guzu reaction to the first video. I've been following ever since. Like current like high gold per hour in retail would be like 15 to 30k probably, like decent consistent gold. So like probably 15 hours. There's always times though, like gaps in the market where you can make way more, way less. Things will make more gold but sell slower. So it depends, but like a very liquid farm, it would probably be like 10 to 15 hours of like very high efficiency for a WoW token. Yeah, Rogue's just fun to play as far as like the whole lore of the challenge, so yeah, it's been good. What's my stream schedule? Right now we're doing 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, which is about 4 hours ago. Super, not sure if anyone suggested it, but in order to solve the loss of professional knowledge when you switch, what if you amend your rules to allow me to spend a WoW token to recruit a professional? We've actually been cooking up idea kind of like that. We're going to vote on it after the next video goes live on Saturday. But basically the idea that we're playing around with is when we unlock a new starting zone, like Dun Moreau, then we would unlock a crafting alt, like a dwarf or a gnome, that would just be for the warband, and he would just be able to like get a profession and keep it and craft for Goldilocks. So, you know, it's a potential. We haven't confirmed it. We're gonna vote on it. Some things I like to just like confirm, like if I think it's good for the challenge, but things like that where I'm like 50-50 on it, I'll put it to a vote and see what everyone thinks. Yeah, that way, you know, get a little bit of a mix. Get a little mix. Klaus, would I ever consider reading any of the Warcraft books and uploading the video to my channel? I don't. Could I do that? I think I might run into copyright issues with Blizzard, right? If I just straight read up the, I don't know how that works. I'd have to look into it. I've had a couple people ask me similar things, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I would be worried about the copyright issues. Jan, do I think Stranglethorn will be fun? I do think Stranglethorn will be a lot of fun. The book you would recommend for the WoW is The Last Guardian. I did read that one. It was good. I got a few WoW books back there. I don't think I had The Last Guardian out, though. Oh, but look what I found. When I was moving, I have my, let me go full cam for a sec. I have my original World of Warcraft like CD-ROM set with like the old school vibes on there. And then in it, it's so nostalgic. This is from back in the day. We have the old game manual. Frickin' min-max. We got all like the, back in the day when there was like guest pass keys. Like you get free access for a little bit for 10 days. We have the discs. That's so sick. I literally remember sitting in the back of my mom's van when my brother and I got this, and I was just like sitting here reading through like the like this page here. Like this thing opens up and you can like look at the different mobs. Oh, I got Sneed the Shredder in there. Oh, so I got that on the shelf too now. It's just so cool. I love stuff like that. Finding the old original one. Yeah, it has so much wrong information there. Like, it has, like, the incorrect playable... Like, it says certain races can play classes that they actually can't. Yeah, the manual is hilarious. Matt, yeah, as far as I'm aware with, like, the music, like, and game sounds, as long as it's from the game, and, like, on YouTube the category says World of Warcraft, they're okay with it. I don't know if, like, the World of Warcraft books would be outside of that idea. But yeah, I have had a lot of people say they got back into WoW, like, renewed their subscription from the videos, so I don't think they'd have an issue. I did a little research on it, though. Oh yeah, GM, we were thinking about, people were asking if I could read, like, World of Warcraft books as like a YouTube series, like just like narrate the books. I thought it might be a bit of an issue for, like, copyright on the books. I don't know. Yeah, because the books are paid content. If someone watched the video, they could, like, it's basically getting a free audiobook. GM, yeah, that makes sense. Because the recordings would basically be audiobooks. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. All right. I think more likely than that would be, like, doing lore deep dives type of videos, where it's not like just reading. Read the game manual. Some of those old dungeon journals are really cool too, eh? Like, back in the day, those are super sick. Still have the Brady Games Dungeon Guidebook. The Dungeon Guidebooks are so cool. So for the idea of reading the books to upload to for YouTube, is it considered copyright infringement since the product's a paid product? I think it would be because the text, like the sequence of words would be, yeah, like a paid product versus, like, playing the game. It's like showcasing doesn't change, whereas, like, someone who might want to buy an audiobook, if someone posted a full reading on YouTube, they just wouldn't buy the audiobook, they would just listen on YouTube, right? And so that would be a problem. All right. Let's take a look here.
Can I help you? See you around.
Correct, since the product has the copyright on it by Blizzard and it's a paid product, it will be considered copyright infringement unless given permission. Yeah. Even then, YouTube may still flag it. Yeah. YouTube's, like, has really good copyright stuff, because I use, like, for some of my audio, I have, like, a service that's, like, a paid like subscription for like access to like certain like music and sounds. And if you don't have that, it like immediately flags it. You didn't even see the condor before it fell out of the sky? Yeah, I have the auto-target macro for the... I updated it from the boars, so it /targets the condors and shoots them out of the sky. Epidemic Sounds, yeah, that's the one I use. Most of the time, it's like the music on the videos is just like straight up like soundtracks from the zone. But sometimes I like to mix it up and not have the same music, or like want a different vibe for like a different segment. Then I'll use Epidemic Soundtracks, and then I pay a monthly subscription for like the usage rights, and then there's no issues on that. I think they also have a good service where if I wanted to like stream and have some of the music in the background, I could use Epidemic Sound on my stream because I already pay for it. Same thing, like some stuff you wouldn't even think about, like the on the entry screen, like the Goldbound text or like some text in the video. It's a certain font, and I use like a text generator that has copyright on it, so I have to pay a monthly subscription for usage rights on that as well. Usually silent, but I just wanted to say thanks for the lovely content. I like the chill, relaxed vibe. Also, your cat looked like it could be a sibling of your cat. Thanks for popping in. She is still here. I don't know if you can see her, but she was just getting in the way a bit. I have a hammock there for her, but she's not using it. Okay. Monster Cat. Yeah, people used to use that, eh? Cavador with the resub on Prime. Thank you. 2 months. 2 months. I appreciate it. All right. Well, today it is a little bit of a shorter stream today. Did about the 4 hours. I'm going to be going offline, doing some editing for the Goldbound series. So we have the video coming up this Saturday. So I'll be back online on the stream tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. But this afternoon is going to be a YouTube editing afternoon. So thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate you guys all hanging out, and it's been a fun one. Luckily, we got some good drops on the fishing chests today. So yeah, and Spike Yet, next video is this Saturday. So I'll go work on that now and be back. Yeah. Catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.